How often have you been out to dinner with a group of friends only to realize everyone is on their phone majority of the time? Show of hands. Okay, you can put your hands down. Now, another show of hands. How many of you are guilty of being the ones that are on your phones when you're out with friends and family? That's what I thought. Okay. Life is passing by while friends and families are checking social media, taking selfies, taking pictures of their food for status updates, and attempting to be the first to know new events. With self-restriction, friends and families can become closer with one another by limiting their cell phone use and paying more attention when they are all together. Hi everyone, my name is Virginia Cross, and I just wanted to give you a little speech on how to spend more time together when you're out with friends. I'd like to share some helpful tips to help persuade everyone here that time does not slow down and focusing on one another and each other is what life is all about. Listening to good stories and having a great time. There are many ways people can arrange to have a technology-free meeting, starting with the idea of out of sight, out of mind. When the group is together, keeping a cell phone on silent or put away is a great way to give more attention to one another. If you don't see it, you don't remember to check it, or you can't hear it, you don't remember, you won't get that reminder of checking your cell phones. There have been times when friends are out to eat, then one friend will get on their cell phone, and it's sort of like a chain reaction. Each person feels the need to get out their phone. Each friend may get the sense that there's something that they are missing on social media, and they decide that they need to check their phone to see what's going on. Keeping a cell phone on silent is a great way to keep distractions to a minimum. However, since the cell phone is kept on, the people are still able to keep in contact with one another in case of emergencies. The time frame may just be a little bit delayed. If you were waiting on someone to show up or come out with you, you may just need to check it a little more, but at least it's on silent from distractions from, Facebook or Instagram, social media, websites like that. Even if each person can put their phones away for an hour at a time, this is an hour of undivided attention amongst friends and families. Friends and families that give each other this undivided attention are able to increase their bond with each other and capable of becoming closer together. Another way to limit cell phone use is to provide more attention when a family's home their time is set, like restriction-wise, on their Wi-Fi so that devices stop working. This may be a little bit tricky if there's children in the home that are used to having no curfews on their Wi-Fi. But however, with a little bit of discipline and a lot of willpower, the family can get used to these restrictions and be able to have dinner with zero distractions. Each morning, many people reach for their phones to check what had happened overnight. If Wi-Fi was unavailable in the morning, this would give people the chance within their homes to wake up to each other instead of a cell phone screen. If silence of a cell phone or a lack of Wi-Fi is not enough to keep people connected, if people somehow, turn it back on or just kind of can't contain themselves with checking their phones on a daily basis, it may be best to just take a day off from the devices altogether, kind of put them in a box and just keep them away from each other so that people are brought closer together. We have become very reliant on our use of cell phones and devices on a daily basis. However, the best way to give family and friends undivided attention is to have a day or an event planned where there is no cell phones so that there's no distractions. Many ideas can be found online. Some families have a basket near the dinner table that everyone places their devices in before a meal is served. Chick-fil-A has actually developed a cell phone coop challenge for their customers to enjoy more time with their families. The challenge is so that everyone in their group will put their cell phone on silent or put it in what they call a coop. And then at the end of the meal, if everyone is successful in their challenge and not getting on their cell phones during their meal, they will be rewarded with an ice cream cone. People can use Chick-fil-A's method before dining out with company. Maybe you're about to go to dinner with a friend you haven't seen or been with for, in a while. In advance, both people could plan to leave their cell phones at home. The first time planning an event without carrying a cell phone on someone can be rough. The first event May want to be like a short time frame, that way you can build it from there, being away from your cell phone, that way you don't feel like you're dependent upon it. Before you know it, the technology will become an object in use of emergencies or for directions, instead of a means to come up with a conversation. You won't no longer need it so that you check your Facebook and say, oh, did you see what so-and-so was doing lately? These tactics can all help to keep each other connected. We just have to apply them. Families and friends have many options on how to stay connected, and I don't mean through social media, but through face-to-face contact with each other. They can silence phones, limit Wi-Fi and data, or completely turn it off for the time that they spend together. Life is all about connecting with each other and having great memories and being able to have experiences along with these memories. I hope to go out with my friends and family and talk to them instead of seeing everyone's heads down while they're on their phones. We can put our cell phones away to enjoy conversation and laughter, and maybe only bring them out just for photos of each other and the good times that we're having. Thank you.